Can Zakat-ul-Fitr be given in local food banks, knowing probably it may go to non-Muslims? Does it have to be a Muslims only?
Zakat-ul-Fitr has to be for the Muslims. It's not like the normal zakah. It's not like the normal sadaqah. Sadaqah, you have. Zakah, there is one category, al-mu'allafatu qulubuhum, the one who will to soften their hearts. It could be a disbeliever, but you want to soften his heart, because if he embraces Islam, you at least make the others embrace Islam because he's the head of a tribe, or a person who is known to be a senior person, or maybe because he is so strong and might damage our people and hurt our people. If you give him the money, he will stop threatening the Muslims. All of that is called mu'allafa qulubuhum, and that's a branch in the zakah. Sadaqah, well, Asma radiallahu anha, her mother Qatila, she was kafir, and she came to the Asma and she asked for money, and she asked the Prophet, and Prophet said, Sili ummaki. Sili ummaki. That means give charity to your mother, even she's a disbeliever. But the normal zakat al-fitr, no. Because Prophet said, this is طعمة للصائم وطعمة للمساكين. Why? Because those poor people, when they come to join our festival and Salat al-Eid, if they know already, alhamdulillah, that their house has been secured with the food, they will be participating in the festival. But if they know they are poor, they're not going to be keen to come to the musalla. All these poor people, they will line up in for example, when we pray Salat al-Eid, for example, in Saudi Arabia, they will line up where? In the musalla, because Zakat-ul-Fitr, okay, is to be paid after Fajr of Yawm al-Eid until Salat al-Eid. So after the Fajr, when we pray the Fajr, after the Fajr, Salat, that is the paying of we push the Zakat-ul-Fitr to them. So they will be so close when you come to the Eid. That's why you come to the Musalla. So they might line up in the Musalla, and that is why the Imam is recommended for him to delay Salat al-Eid al-Fitr. Whereas in the Salat al-Eid al-Adha, to make it as early as possible, so they could give more time for the people to slaughter. So this will give more time to the people of poor who can receive that. Now, because of it's now these days, it is very hard during that limited time, because the Zakat al-Fitr now is not just for 1,000 or 2,000 of millions of people, and the country's got millions of poor people. So we cannot distribute that in the little limited time, which is Fajr, it could be 5 o'clock, and the prayer is about 7 o'clock, it's 2 hours. It's impossible. Or 8 o'clock, because they don't really delay it. They don't really play the sunnah properly. So anyway, so that's why we give it in the last 2 days, which is Hadith Abdullah ibn Umar. متى كان يقعد العامل, when was this person used to sit down for collecting? It was the last 2 days. Now.
Again,